Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is part one of why I'm leaving my husband after 3 months. After 3 months. Let's hear it.
I am 27 years old and about to get divorced from my husband after only being married for 3 months. I posted this story time yesterday, but I deleted it because I got scared. I'm not going to yip yap too much because I know this story. This is only part one, and it's going to take the whole 10 minutes. So I'm just about to get right into it. So my husband and I got married within a year of dating. I know. People going to say that was too fast, or yada yada yada. But in my head,
A year is not too fast. Are we kidding? A year. That's 365 days. A year is actually enough to know if this person, in fact, we're even going too far. The essence of dating here, like when you guys go out on a date, is to know yourself. And I've realized that if you are the kind of person
I
that
didn't think that was too fast because
if you're the kind of person that have taken the intentionality of getting to know yourself, what you like, what you don't like, what your hard knows are, you've even made a list of what you want from a man, the kind of man you're looking for. When you see that man, it's easy for you to identify. And when you see a man that is not like the man, it's also easy for you to identify. So from the first date, you already know if this man is somebody you should even, be dates to start with. So that's why I say a year is actually okay. A year is not so fast if you ask me. If you ask me, especially if you guys are talking, if you guys get to talk, you see that by the time she started telling her story, you see that even from beginning. Let me never talk so much. You guys will see it.
that was my man. That was my man. I loved him. He always treated me right. He was kind, protective. He was a problem solver. He was strong and handsome. He was in a gym. He prayed with me. Like he just took care of me really. So I didn't think there was anything to it. There was some things that he was missing when it comes to what I desired in a man and a husband, but I had never had a man that was treating me in this way. And he just came at a time where I was like, oh, that's gotta be God. And it wasn't.
You guys heard it. She said there were some things she desired from a man that he was missing it, but because he was fulfilling a need that she has always lacked. Are you guys hearing see where the problem is? So it was out of desperation, if I'm being honest, because she has not had luck with men. So she now got a glimpse of it. It now made her to forget all other ones. Are you guys speaking about? Not like no, I'm judging, but it's easy to call out things because you're not the one in it. Especially if you've not taken time to heal, if you've not, recovered from past traumas or childhood trauma. It makes you choose the wrong man, even when you know your heart that is the wrong man.
So, it's important to note that my husband is an alcoholic. Well, my soon to be ex husband is an alcoholic. And he always claimed that he actually wasn't an alcoholic, which is red flag number one. But he's an alcoholic. So there would be times where he would occasionally slip up when it comes to drinking while we were still dating, but it wouldn't be anything major. It'd be like a couple Four Locos or something, but he wouldn't be like drunk or messed up. Well, actually, there was a couple times where he got drunk, but I never thought too much of it because it was like once every blue moon. So I was like, oh, okay, he's just going through some things. Mental health and black men, he just needs somebody to be there for him. I'm not going to be that woman that turns my back on him when he needs somebody, yada, yada, yada.
Oh,
So fast forward, and it's about time for us to get married. Well, it's not time for. We didn't plan our marriage. We eloped. It was like a decision like that. We had already been talking about getting married, but we didn't plan to do it when we did it. So about a week prior to us getting married, there was things were getting rough in our relationship, and it was stressing me out. Yeah, there was just a lot of things going on. He was drinking more and he was just not okay mentally. And I was calling off work to take care of him and all the other stuff. So one day we was on the way home and he looked at me and said, let's get married. And I'm like, what? Like, are you sure? Because are you sure you're not saying that out of emotions right now? Because, you were already drinking a little bit. Are you sure that you actually want to do this? And I should have been the one to be like, no, we're not going to do that. But I wanted to get married so bad that I overlooked all the red flags that was staring at me.
we've gotten to the real problem. Desperation. I don't think I've ever seen any woman that married out of desperation that married well. I've never seen. I know some people that even married out of desperation that they've never gone anywhere. They're already crying in a marriage that they want out. Desperation. That's the worst thing you can do to yourself, to be desperate that you want to get married. Please don't do that to yourself.
Blatantly in the face. It was just, I was blind. Like, I didn't see it. I had on rose-colored lenses. So anyways, that same day we said, let's get married, we went and got married. Bought the rings and everything the same day and went to the courthouse and got married. And I was so happy after we got married. Like, it was great. He was sober, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is it. I found my person.
Did she just say she was excited he was sober?
And I'm married now. Like, we're going to be together for the rest of our lives. This is going to be so great. God is going to bless us because we did the right thing. Yada, yada, yada. So literally right after we got married, he decided he want to go get a drink to celebrate. And I'm like, that's the odd way to celebrate it when you're supposed to be sober. Like, we're supposed to just be enjoying this together, sober. But, I digress. So he went and got like some wine, I think. And from that point on, that man was literally drinking every day. Things went downhill so quickly after we got married. There was literally not one day where we were able to celebrate or just be happy as newlyweds. There was not one day at all. He might have been happy because he was just living it up. But I was miserable because he quit his job right after that. So he didn't have a job. We just had my car and it's all rink-a-dink. And he stopped doing anything. He wasn't helping me around the house. He wasn't helping me with anything at all. I was doing all the cooking and cleaning, and I was taking care of him like he was a newborn. Like, whatever you have to do with the newborn, I was doing that for him. I'm not gonna go into details, but I was doing that. I was a caretaker. Caretaker because he was too drunk to take care of himself. This was really taking a toll on our relationship, on me. I was extremely stressed out. I grew resentful towards him because this is not what I signed up for. This is not the man that I agreed to marry. This is not the man that I originally met. This is not the man I fell in love with. I felt like I got duped. I felt like he had on a mask the entire time, or at least pretended for as long as he could. And as soon as we got married, he just stopped caring. He just gave up because he knew how I felt about divorce. He knew that I didn't, like, I would do everything in my power not to get a divorce. And I believe he took advantage of that. So he was on one of his binge days where he was just drinking, like, to the point where seeing him sober made me happy because he actually did something, because he was never sober. He woke up before he ate breakfast. He was at the gas station buying a drink. So one day this is the downfall towards things, because I was willing to work with him through all this other stuff. I said, we can go get you in rehab. I'm gonna stand beside you. I'm gonna help you. You just need help. You just need prayer, all of this stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stand beside him. I'm gonna stick beside him. It's hard, but hey. So anyways, this what I'm about to say next is when things started to really go downhill. So he was drunk and he was outside talking on the phone, and my spider senses was tingling. So I'm at the window, like, because he was standing next to the window. I'm listening to his conversation. He's on the phone with his ex-girlfriend. Confessing that he wants to be with her. Whatever it takes, we can forget about the past. I want to be with you. I'll leave right now. You just got to tell me that you want this. Mind you, we're married. So I walk outside like, nigga, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Why are you talking? Who are you talking to, first of all? And I found out it was his ex, and that really pissed me off. Like, I started crying. And I was like, why would you do this to me? Why would you wait till after we get married to do all this? You could have just left me alone. You could have left me where I was. We could have stayed boyfriend and girlfriend. You didn't have to marry me. Now we have to, like, in order to separate, we have to get divorced. There's no break.
Which is one thing I will never understand. People that, like, are cheating. Is it with this lady because she condones all his rubbish? Then he will not go and be. I'm trying to wrap my head around why this particular useless man, because let's be honest, he's useless. Why this useless man is cheating on a woman with another woman. Which is why that video, I say video where say women actually lie to themselves. That most women don't care about cheating unless it happens to them. Because tell me what they're gaining from this useless man. The man is actually useless. It has nothing to offer to either of them. So what?
Breaking up and just walking away. We have to get divorced. So I was pissed, and he saw me crying, and he started to tear up. Like, it seemed like it bothered him that he hurt me, but not enough to stop. Because he went into the house. He went into the house, like literally after that conversation, went into the house, called her again in the bedroom while I'm standing right there. Now, after this, he claimed to not remember doing it. He was like, oh, I was drunk. You know, I don't remember doing that stuff. You know, I only want you. I don't want her. I don't know why I did that, yada, yada, yada. And I'm not happy about this at all. I'm not happy about this at all. But I'm like, you know what? Like, it's just words. Nothing really happened. So, you know, I'm really pissed about it. So I don't really forgive you. But what can I do right now? So we just continue. And I'm still resentful for him, towards him, not really talking to him and just, you know. So after this, he ends up calling somebody to be like, oh, hey, like, you know, I just need a break. I need to get out of here, whatever. So he ends up going to another city with somebody. I'm not going to say like who it was, but he ends up going to another city. It was a guy, somebody, you know, part of the family, whatever. He ends up going to another city with them. I don't think nothing of it, but he's there and he's like not really answering my phone calls at all. Like, he's not answering my phone calls. I got his location, so I see where he's at, but I'm not familiar with that city, so me seeing where he's at does not mean anything at all. So I'm blowing his phone up, texting him whatever, he's not answering. So I eventually do get a hold of him. He comes home or whatever, and I found out that the ex that he called lives in that very city that he went to visit. Now, I don't know if he actually did anything. I have my suspicions, but I have no proof. He swears up and down that he ain't do nothing, but I don't know. Okay, my time is almost up and it's only the tip of the iceberg. But when he got back home, I was like, okay, I'm upset that he went there in the same city as his ex and didn't tell me and then didn't answer the phone. He always swore up and down that he would never cheat on me. So I was like, I'm not sure what to believe at this point. I'm angry, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm relieved that he's here and that he's okay. So maybe everything will be fine now. Maybe he can be sober. Maybe that's what he needed in order to like reset, you know? Maybe this is exactly what he needed, but no, that was not the case.
Guys, let me tell you something. The best gift you can give yourself as a human being, whether you're a man or you're a woman, the best gift you can give yourself is self-love. When you love yourself, you have self-worth. It will take care of 90% of your problems. When you have self-worth, you love yourself. Like, you understand what it means to love you. I'm not talking about selfish love, you know, self-centeredness. That's not what I'm talking about. Like, genuinely loving yourself, knowing what you want, setting boundaries for yourself. There are places that you will never be found. There are people that you will never ever find yourself around. That's why I say that's the best gift you can give yourself. Like, it will take care of you. You know you are doing this 2026. Give yourself that gift. I'm telling you. Well, I'll see you in part 2. There's part 2 and there's also part 3. Let's get on to part 2.